Welcome! I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here for this explainer. Today, we're unpacking Frederick H. Moose's really incredible book, The African Creator's Guide to TikTok Monetization and Digital Income. Now, if you've ever felt like being a digital creator in Africa puts you at some massive geographical disadvantage, or maybe you're posting constantly but just not seeing a real financial return, well, you are in the exact right place. We are going to totally shatter this myth that you can't build a massive, globally successful digital income right from your smartphone. It doesn't matter where you live. We're going to break down exactly how you can transform your knowledge into a legitimate, thriving business.
So here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the creator-CEO mindset. Then, hacking growth and trust. Third up is the multiple income pyramid. And finally, we'll wrap up with building beyond the platform.
Section 1. The Creator-CEO Mindset. Okay, let's dive into this because everything, and I mean everything, starts with a major paradigm shift.
Have you heard this before? You cannot make real money online unless you live in America, Europe, or another developed country? Honestly, maybe you've even thought it yourself, and you know what? It makes sense why you'd feel that way. It is incredibly frustrating for African creators when platform programs like the TikTok Creator Rewards program are just straight up geo-blocked. It creates this really heavy limiting belief that the system is totally rigged against you and that competing globally is practically impossible. But Moose's book tackles this head on, and we're going to dismantle that idea right now.
Because here's the absolute truth you need to internalize. Opportunity is not limited by geography. It's just not. The internet has fundamentally leveled the playing field. Whether you're living in Nigeria, Kenya, Sierra Leone, or South Africa, your ability to solve problems is what actually generates income. Your knowledge, your specific experiences, your story, and the community you build, those are your true assets. You aren't just uploading videos into the void, you're leveraging your totally unique perspective to serve a global market.
And this brilliantly illustrates the massive difference in how you operate depending on your mindset. The traditional content creator, they're basically stuck on a treadmill. They're chasing views, begging for likes, and jumping on completely random viral trends just to stay relevant. It's super fragile. But the creator-CEO operates entirely differently. They focus on solving real problems, building reliable systems, and delivering consistent value. A creator-CEO knows that grabbing attention is literally just the top of the funnel. The real goal, the whole shebang, is becoming genuinely valuable to people. That's what builds a lasting business.
Section 2. Hacking growth and trust. So, how do we actually get that attention in the first place? Let's talk about the algorithm.
A lot of people view the TikTok algorithm as this big, mysterious enemy, but really it's just a predictable system that rewards one thing above all else: retention. If you want the algorithm to be your absolute best friend, you have to understand completion rate. That's just the percentage of viewers who watch your video from the very first second to the absolute last. And why does this matter so much? Because TikTok's main goal, how they make their money, is keeping users on the app. If your video keeps people watching all the way through, you're helping TikTok win, and in return, they're going to push your content to a massive audience.
Let's move to and see how this builds into the perfect, highly retained video structure. Step 1 is your hook. You have exactly 3 seconds to stop the scroll. No way around it. So drop the "Hello everyone, welcome back," and instead, create immediate curiosity. Step 2, state the specific problem your viewer is facing. Step 3, deliver the solution quickly and clearly. Give them real value. And finally, step 4 is your call to action. Tell them exactly what you want them to do next, like follow for more tips. This simple 4-step structure is literally engineered to keep viewers glued from start to finish.
But what exactly should you be posting? Well, Moose gives us this ideal content formula to maintain trust while building your brand. 40% of your content should be educational, directly solving problems. 30% should be inspirational, to create that emotional connection. 20% should be personal stories, which builds this really raw, relatable authenticity. And look at this, only 10% is promotional, just that tiny slice. You absolutely must provide immense value and build deep trust before you ever ask your audience to buy something. Serving has to heavily outweigh selling.
Before you hit post on any video, I want you to stop and ask yourself this exact question. Would someone send this video to a friend? Shares are the ultimate growth accelerator on TikTok. When a video gets shared, it tells the algorithm, hey, this isn't just watchable, this is so incredibly valuable that someone is personally vouching for it. If your answer to this question is no, actually, you might want to scratch that draft and figure out how to pack more value into it before posting.
Section 3. The multiple income pyramid. All right, we've got the audience, now let's shift into the actual income engine. So, to make real money, you absolutely have to understand the difference between direct and indirect monetization. Direct monetization is when TikTok pays you directly, like through the Creator Rewards program. The issue? It is incredibly fragile, the rules change all the time, and right now it's limited to just 8 countries globally. If you're relying solely on this, you're walking on thin ice. Indirect monetization, on the other hand, is when you're paid by your audience or by brands because of the trust you've built. This is robust, you control it, and most importantly for us, it is infinitely and globally accessible.
And listen, you do not need millions of followers to start building these indirect income streams. You can earn affiliate commissions just by recommending tools you already use. You can sell digital products like ebooks or templates, which have absolutely incredible profit margins. You can offer one-on-one coaching, you can secure brand sponsorships, you can even do user-generated content, or UGC, where brands pay you for your creation skills to use on their own pages, completely regardless of your follower count. Add in live gifts and subscriptions, and boom, you've got yourself a multiple income pyramid.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how these streams work together to form what marketers call a value ladder. You are essentially guiding your audience on a journey. Step 1 is your free TikTok content. That's how they find you. Once that trust is built, they might move to step 2 and buy a low-ticket, say, $10 ebook. When they get a ton of value from that, they naturally step up to a $50 mid-ticket course. And for those who want real personalized help, they move to step 4, investing in high-ticket $200 coaching. You're just meeting your audience at whatever level of support they need while maximizing revenue from the exact same group of people.
Section 4. Building beyond the platform. This brings us to our final section. And honestly, this is the most crucial lesson on business security you'll ever learn.
I really want you to stop and seriously think about this for a second. What happens if you lose your TikTok account tomorrow? I'm talking an algorithm update, a mistaken ban, a policy change. It literally happens every single day to creators with hundreds of thousands of followers. If your entire business lives on one single app, an unprepared creator can be completely wiped out overnight.
The only real solution here is understanding the difference between platforms and assets. A social media platform, that is rented space. It's a brilliant place to get discovered, for sure, but you do not control it. The digital landlord can evict you at any time. An asset, though, is owned space. This is your email list, your own website, your digital products. Think about it. No algorithm in the world can stop you from sending an email directly into your audience's inbox. The absolute smartest creators out there use rented space to capture attention, but then they immediately move that attention into assets they completely own and control.
So how do we do that? Well, here are the actionable steps you can take today to start moving your rented audience into your owned ecosystem. First, create a lead magnet. This is just a free guide or a checklist that provides immense value. Second, build a digital storefront, something simple like a stand store, and put that link right in your bio. Third, give away that free guide in exchange for collecting their email addresses. And fourth, start expanding to platforms like YouTube, where your content lives forever, as a highly searchable asset rather than just disappearing into a fast-paced scrolling feed.
So, the crucial point is this. A creator with one income stream just has a hobby, but a creator with multiple income streams, they have a business. The internet has totally removed the geographical barriers that used to hold African creators back. You've got the knowledge, you know the framework, and now you have the exact strategy. So the only question left for you to answer is, which will you build? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Now, get out there and start building your own digital enterprise.